Hello and welcome to Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast, and let me explain to you why. There's a creation tool that's located within the Anchor app, which will allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. And then Anchor will distribute your podcast for you. That's also one of the perks of using Anchor. And then your podcast could be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from the podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need in one place, which is in the Anchor app. So if you want to get started, and again, it's totally free, then download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today. Hello and welcome to Life as It Is with me, Dora Middleton. In today's segment, I would like to talk about the hot subject out there right now, and it's about race. What's new, right? But this time, it's about what you're considered if you're biracial, mixed, or whatever way they want to put it. Are you considered black? And I actually want to start off by saying this. I don't believe in what they're doing because there's no pure race of anything out there. We all have different things within us, So there's no one pure race. And I would like to also add that what is being done is what the white supremacist groups are doing there. What they're trying to do is so-called keep the race pure. Okay, and I would think that this is something that no one else should try to even do because it's ridiculous. I mean, it's sad. Okay, so now people are saying if you're mixed, if you have black and white in you, then you're not black. Who are we to say who's not black enough? And I've been reading some comments online where people have said, okay, my parent was Native American, my dad was Native American, and my mom was black. And people are telling her, well, you're not black. You're considered mixed. You're not black. And I'm just reading these things and I'm like, wow, what is going on in this world that we are living in to where you have to prove your blackness to someone. You have to prove what you are. And that is just not cool at all. Okay. And if you are having a discussion with someone and you tell these people, okay, I'm black, but one of my grandparents was a certain race, so now they're telling you you're not black. For instance, my grandmother was black and white. My dad's dark. I'm a darker brown, as you see from my pictures that I have posted on here. But you wouldn't know that his mother was black and white. I mean, she looked like it, but my dad's a chocolate man, and I'm a darker brown complexion. I just don't get what's going on in this world today. Everyone wants to say who's not black or, who's not white. Just stop it, okay? No one is pure. If everyone did these tests taken, okay, to see what race they have in them, I will bet money not one person is totally pure. It's not going to go down that way. It's not like that. Everyone has something in them. You cannot judge a person's race just by looking at them. You just can't do that at all. Because you're going to make a mistake because you don't know what's running through their blood. You don't know what other race may be inside of them. People think they're 100% pure. You know what I'm saying? You're 100% white. You're 100% black. No, you're not. And I just wish that they cut it out. What are we teaching our kids? This is why our kids are fighting in school. This is why our kids are telling other kids, oh, you're not black. Oh, you're not white. You're not this. You're not that. It starts at home. Stupidity starts at home. And it's so much more we can be dealing with out here. There's a lot that needs to be dealt with in this country alone. Why are we worried about who's black, who's white, who's yellow, who's orange, who's purple? Okay? You have the right to be who you are. If you have black in you and you identify more as black, then be black. If you identify more as being white and you feel that's what you want to be, that's your prerogative. I don't care. I don't care what the next person is, because that's not something that I should even care about. It's not my life. I'm not them. This is ridiculous. And people have got to just stop. Why are you worried about what the next person is? Worry about what's going on with you. Worry about yourself. Why can't we all just worry about ourselves and let everyone else be themselves? Let them live their fabulous life. Let them be happy. Why do they have to prove who they are? I can remember a time when my neighbors, because I've always grown up in suburban areas, predominantly all white, and even where I live now, I mean, it's always been that way. That's just how I've always wanted to live in the suburbs, and I've stayed in the suburbs from childhood until now, and will always be in the suburbs. But here's the thing. I can recall when my daughter was, I think she's about 5 or 6 years old, and my neighbor came over and asked my sister what race my daughter was. Okay. Number one, I was upset with my sister, because I'm like, why would you even entertain that BS? That's none of her business what race my daughter was. Okay. And my daughter's black. Her father, his mother, my daughter's father, his mother was full-blooded Cherokee. Okay. My daughter, so she has Native American in her. But here's the thing. So is my mom's mom. Okay. So, and it goes back even further than that. So this is why I say you don't know what's in someone. I mean, people just continue to just do these trifling things, and they will make your head spin, because you're like, what in the world? So now we're on this. And this is going back to what I said. I think that all of this nonsense is still a part of this colorism nonsense. And I think that we need to get it together. It's the same thing as people thinking that the other person is unattractive because she's darker, or the lighter person, people think they're prettier because they're light complected. Everyone just needs to stop and get it together and think for one moment. What else could we be doing? Could we be trying to figure out how to get the people off the street that's homeless? Can we figure out how to help the children that's sick? What is it that we can be doing rather than worrying about who's 100% black and who's 100% white, or who's biracial, who's mixed? We have nothing better to do with our lives than worry about some BS like this. I mean, come on now, people. Is this what we have come to where we're having arguments online amongst each other about who's black and who's not? I want to know who gives you the right to say who's black enough to be considered black? I mean, am I not considered black now? Do I not have the right to be black because my grandmother is black and white? So do I not have enough blackness in me to be considered black? Or will I pass because I don't look mixed? So I can pass just by my looks alone? These are questions that should never have to be asked of anyone. And to be honest, I don't even like how they ask your race for jobs. I know that they're trying to keep track of certain things, but I don't think that race should ever play a part in anything that they're doing. when you're getting a loan. Whatever you're doing, why does race matter? And it shouldn't. I don't think it should. I mean, but of course it does. It does. And it shouldn't, because here we are in the same discussion. Everyone wants their race to be pure. But one funny thing is not one race that's pure out there, okay? Everyone's mixed up with something. And if people have not noticed, as the years go by, there's more and more biracial children or mixed children, or whatever way you all out there want to put it, that's being born. So in a minute, it's going to be more of them than anything out there. And that's fine, because God created us all. So why should it matter? And I don't care who does not like what I'm saying. I had someone leave me a message on my under one of my colorism videos that told me that she told me that we were accepting these mixed people and letting them call themselves black. I had never been so disgusted with that one post in my life. And like I stated in that post, who are we to say who's black and who's not? She didn't like what I said. She kept coming until finally I am the type of person that I know when you're on YouTube, when you're on Twitter, when you're on Instagram, when you're on social media, period, you open yourself up to get what I call internet trolls. You open yourself up for these people to comment on your videos, which I'm okay with that. But they comment on your videos and they want to argue. And I tell everyone, my channel is free of negativity. I am trying to run a positive channel. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to stoop to your level and do any of that. Okay. And finally, I got so tired of her thinking I'm going to argue about who's black and who's not and who shouldn't be accepted as black. So finally, I told her, look, if you feel you want to do something like this, if you want to argue about something that really shouldn't be argued about, then feel free to make your own YouTube channel and stay the hell off of mine. It takes a lot to bring me to the point where I'm just going to tell you to do that, because I believe in giving everyone a chance to voice their own opinion. And I wanted her to voice her own opinion, on how she felt about what I had said. And I was okay with that. But when you wanted to argue with me and change what I was saying to fit what you feel, that's when it's a problem. You're not going to take away what I feel because you don't agree with it. So therefore, stay the hell off of my page. Like I explained to her, stay off of my page. I'm not going to argue about who should be allowed to be black or who should be allowed to be white or who should be considered mixed or biracial. This is not a conversation I'm going to entertain. I only made this video because I was reading these comments and I was disgusted, and then I thought about the comment that the young lady left on mine, and I had to say something, because I'm like, so what is this? People are just going from one YouTube channel to another wanting to argue over race. I'm not going to do it. I am not going to do it. And then I had a man, supposedly a man, come on to my video yesterday and had a problem with what I said in my Lonnie Love video. And he was just so angry, and he was telling me how he hopes that his son won't marry a woman that's in this country, that he hopes that his son will go to Africa and find him a good woman or whatever. And I kindly said, I would hope that you would possibly go to Africa so that they could teach you how to be a man. So therefore, you could teach your sons how to be men, because a real man wouldn't carry on the way that he did. And it got to the point to where I couldn't be nice to him anymore. And if anyone reads the conversation that I was having with this man, And again, it's always people that's hiding their faces behind these emojis, or they have no pages. They make these fake pages with no pictures, no nothing, just so that they can troll someone else. And as I explained to him, I said, I'd appreciate it if you just not come back to my page. Well, I pity your man if you act like this. If I act like what? Basically what I told this man is, if you want to act like a man and talk to me like a man should, then that's fine. But if you want to come on here and start calling this woman, this Lonnie Love, the woman from the talk show The Real, fat and nasty and this and that, you're not going to come on my page and disrespect any women or anyone else. I'm not going to allow it. If you want to do this, then I suggest you go on your fake page that you've made up and you have your own conversation. But I don't allow ignorance on my page. And he got so upset about this because I wouldn't let him drag this black woman through the dirt. And it wouldn't matter what race she was. Right is right. I'm not letting you drag anyone through the dirt. I'm a woman myself. So if you're saying things like that about her, then God knows what you might be on someone else's thread saying about me. Okay? And that's the problem that I'm having right there. I don't like things like that. I don't like it at all. And I don't think he was being a man. I think that he hasn't grown up yet. That he really needs to find himself, because somewhere there's self-hatred there. And it seems like this man has a hate for women that he needs to figure out how to fix. But don't bring your problems to my channel. Because again, like I told him, I don't deal with negativity. I don't deal with stupidity. And you're all of the above. So please don't send me any more messages. So finally, he left me alone. But this is what we're dealing with things that's going on the internet. People are so ignorant sometimes. Why are you so quick to call people out of their names? And as a black man, this is why I did the video I did. Instead of you trying to stand by her and understand why she's feeling the way she is feeling, it must be because she's been dogged out in her past relationships with black men. So that's probably why she made the statement that she made. Okay, but you're just coming on here calling her fat and sloppy and this and that and trying to tell me, well, you wouldn't date a man that's fat and sloppy. And, I know I've gotten way off of the video itself, but I will return in just a moment. I need to take a brief break. Hello and welcome back to Life as It Is with me, Dora Middleton. In this segment, I've been talking about the race issue that is actually all that everyone's talking about right now on social media. And what that means is they're going back and forth about what's considered black. Is a mixed or biracial person considered black? Or do they have the right to be considered black, is what some people are saying. And before I went to break, I was telling you guys a story about how someone came onto my channel, my YouTube channel, and she wanted to argue with me regarding black people, which she was black, regarding black people accepting mixed or biracial people as being black. And I went on to tell her that, none of us have the right to tell anyone what they are. If they have black in their body, okay, if they have black in their body and they relate more to the black portion of what's in their body, then that's what they are, okay? And it seems like that's how it works these days anyway. People, back in the day, we were able to, some of people like Lena Horne was able to get the things she needed by passing herself off as being white. I mean, it happens, okay? But what I'm saying is, if they have black and white in their body, if they relate more to the black race and they want to say that they are black, then they can be black, okay? That's their prerogative. I don't have anything to do with that. I am not the race security guard, the race cop. I don't care, okay? This is not a subject I'm going to get upset over, because it's ridiculous, and people need to let it go. I mean, my daughter just turned 31 years old. You know, there's been people to come into her job and tell her if they don't like what's going on with their account, because she's a manager, then at her past job, at her past job, they'll tell her to go back to her country. Or they'll ask her, where are you from? Okay. They would assume she's Hispanic. Okay. And I'm black. And someone would just ask, where are you from? Because you're not from here. Yes, she is from here. She's born and raised here. You know, and it's funny that when people do that, you know, it's not funny that they're doing it. It's funny that they're so ignorant and don't have enough sense to understand that you might be making a mistake. You're going by pure, from the looks of this person. You're not going by anything else besides the look. So she has a look of being from an island somewhere, or some people might say Hispanic. She is Native American as well, but they don't care. But her mom is black. I'm black. But again, as I stated before, my father's mother is white and black. Okay, so I'm pretty sure there's a lot of everything in all of us. But people don't care. People always want to start saying who's not pure enough. Don't we have enough of this race nonsense with the neo-Nazis wanting everyone to be pure? You know, they want you to be pure white race, which you're not, you know. And I'm pretty sure if those people would go get themselves checked somewhere on down the line, it's some black in them. It's something in them. They're not pure like they think they are. Just like none of us are all one race. All the ones screaming they are not black. Go get your workup done of yourself and see what's in you, so that you can see that you too probably have white in you. Okay? So people have got to stop. I'm pretty sure that a lot of them have Native American in them as well. Most of us do. I just think that people have got to get it together. And I get, you know, and I've basically been blessed to have a channel without drama until these last two people came and wanted to start their BS. But I shut it down real quick. You know, I'm not going to keep going back and forth with you. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, this is what I've always said. If you don't agree with what I'm saying on my channel, you don't have to listen to my videos. You don't have to do anything. Just stay off my page. Once you listen to the video, you don't agree, drop me a message, say you don't agree. I'm going to be okay with that, because I'm open to let anyone have their opinion on my page. But when you come on my page and you want to argue with me and tell me I'm a liar and I don't think the way I should, and I want to accept all these people as black that's not black, that's when I have to draw the line. Stay your ignorant ass off of my page. I really don't have time for this. We have too much going on in the world today to worry about than to really actually care about who's claiming black or who's claiming white or who's claiming what that they shouldn't be claiming. If you have any of this race within your body, then claim what you want to claim. Okay? Some people are saying, well, if you don't have a more than 50% of your body, you shouldn't be able to claim this or that. Oh, give me a break. People, look. I don't know where we've gone wrong as the world has gone wrong, but something has got to come. Something has got to change. Instead of getting better, the race of people are getting even worse. And it's not looking good. Because instead of them worrying about the homeless, the needy, the hungry, the sick, they're worried about who shouldn't be claiming who's white or who shouldn't be claiming black, and that's not where your attention should be. There's too much you can be doing. You can be at a shelter somewhere helping feed the needy. You can be helping sick children somehow. You can be raising money for charities. You can be doing anything and everything. But instead, you want to argue on social media about who's not what. And I'm not for it. And I did this video again because I wanted the people out there to listen to it again so that they would hear me say, stay the hell off my channel. Okay, don't come back to it. I don't want to. It's to a point where you don't want to just leave your opinion. You want to argue with me and change mine. You're not going to sway my decision about anything that I think. You're not going to be able to make me change how I feel about any subject out there. Okay, because if I speak it, I stand by it. And that's one thing I've always put in all of my podcasts. If I say something, I'm going to stand by it. I'm going to own it. Okay, I'm not going to go back on anything I've said. I will own exactly what I have said. And it's funny to me how people assume they know you and know how you should be thinking, because and just to go back to what I was saying before, this guy that wanted to argue with me about the fact that I wouldn't let him disrespect another woman on my channel, wanted to argue with me and tell me, oh, you'll never date a fat, sloppy ass man. In his words is what he said. And I told him, excuse me, you don't know who I would date. First of all, I have dated a heavier person, people that was heavier than others. Okay. And they were well kept. They had good hygiene like everybody else. I mean, you want to make it seem like I'm not here to base anything off. I don't base everything off looks. I know you have to be attracted to the person that you date, but yes, you also have to be attracted to their personality. Are they intelligent enough for you to want to date them? Do they have their lives together? But if you're basing everything on looks, then you're an idiot. Okay, you're just a pure idiot. And that's why there's so many people out here that's been screwed around, because they based everything on looks, and they've been taken to the bank, they've been dogged out, and they've been misused. So no, I don't just look at looks. There's other things that I look at. I want to see how we click. Can we communicate? Can we laugh and talk about anything? Because what I'm looking at is, I want to see if this person can be my best friend, as well as just not a lover or my man, or my possibly be my husband. You know what I'm saying? I want to know that we can actually get along in other areas, just not, oh, well, he's fine, I'm gonna talk to him because he's fine. And what they fail to understand is everything that looks good is not good. So that he really needs to realize that everything that looks good is not good. You don't know what you could be getting yourself into. So I'm not going to waste any more of my time in this segment talking about those two people, because I'd rather not. But again, like I said, I only did this segment about the fact that race has become such a big issue when it comes to who's mixed and who's considered mixed and who's considered biracial. Okay. It's really out there, and people are arguing about it, and I just can't understand why. I guess I'm just cut from a different cloth. Everyone's created equally the way I see it. Rather everyone treats each other equally is something totally different, but we were created equally. And as I stated before, I do not discriminate against anyone. I help anyone regardless of what color, what race they are. I am not here to promote hatred, and I will not let anyone promote hatred on my YouTube page. It's not going to happen. And I'm not going to allow anyone to come and argue with me and try to tell me that I'm getting ignorant with him and this and that. No, I didn't get ignorant with you. I just told you the truth, and you don't like the truth. Like I explained to this man, act like a real man. If you're going to come on my page is for adults. I don't make my videos for children. These are videos that I'm making for adults. And if you can't act like an adult, you need to stay your ass off of my page. And he failed to understand, and he didn't want to listen. Then he started to tell me, you're talking like this to me. Oh, come on. Who do you think you are? And I clearly had to let him know, you came on my page. I didn't come on yours. I didn't come on your channel. I did not come on your fake channel to harass you. You made a fake page to harass me. So basically, that's what this video has been about. I just wanted to touch base on the fact that a lot of people have been talking about who should be considered black who should be considered white. And I remember having a conversation with a Native American man that I knew, and he was saying that he was told, and this was years ago, I think it was like in the 80s or 90s, he told me that I think it was the late 90s actually, that he was told that he didn't have enough Native American in him to get any assistance, because they have grants out there for Native Americans, and there's all kinds of grants out there for black women as well. We have a lot of grants out there that people don't know about, and it would be nice if they did research and find out about all of these grants that they have for single moms. They have grants for everything out there. And I just he was telling me how his cousin was able to get this grant, but they told him he didn't have enough Native American within himself for him to get it. And I was like, wow, okay. And it's just things like this I just shake my head at, because I'm like, if you have it in you, you have it in you. Okay. I understand they're saying they want to, it's for a certain, this is a grant for Native Americans, and if you don't have enough in it, I guess they feel that you shouldn't get this grant. Whatever the case is, I just wish that everyone could just stop, because we all bleed red. Okay. So regardless of what race we are, God created us all. We came from one man. We came from one person. Okay. And everyone's sitting here and they're dividing. We're already living in a country that's divided right now due to racism. Okay. And now you're dividing it even more, because now not only is it become something, now you're turning it toward the people that are mixed, or what they say, people that are biracial. You're switching it over now. So it's even more racism. People just stop. It's so time consuming, and it's so much BS, and it's not necessary. If these people have black in their bodies, okay, let them be black if they want to be black. If they rather identify with the white, if they have white in their body and they want to identify with the whites, then identify with the whites. I don't give a damn. I don't care at this point. I never did. I am not the type of person that's running around here giving a damn about who got what in their body. Who cares what race you are? As long as you respect me, I will give you that same respect back. I don't care. And I hate to hear people where you're letting people claim that they're black, and they're, oh, you know what? Stay your ass off my YouTube page. I don't want to hear your BS. I don't want to hear it. And then you got people coming on telling me that this talk show host, Lonnie Love, is a mammy. And I'm like, oh my God, people, really? Did she really? Are you all in your feelings that much to where you're tearing this one woman down? And here's the funny thing about the situation. She's not the first person that has made a comment about our black men. She's definitely not going to be the last one to make the comment. Okay. And then I'm going to go a little further than that. The fact that she made the comment, okay, this is a black woman. She made the comment. She's saying how she feels. How she feels is her opinion. So she's entitled to her opinion. But here's the thing that I'm wondering about. People they are going crazy about the comments that she made where black men are concerned. What about the comments that other people have made about black men? There's been biracial people, mixed people. There's been white people, Chinese, Hispanic, Asian. Everybody has made some kind of remark about someone at some point in time, and they have all made remarks about black men, but no one got their panties all up in a knot. No one's going crazy over that. So can I ask, and this is my question, why is it so harsh that it came from her? And I'm gonna answer that question myself, because she's not what quote unquote society feels is a beautiful black woman. She's not slim. Okay. They've always talked about her, she's just this dark woman that don't like mixed race people. So she has so many things going up against her. The fact that they feel she's overweight, they've body shamed her. She's a darker woman. She's not what they call beautiful. So therefore, they're turned into her. I mean, they are really going at her just because of this remark that she made. But some of the same, all these other people have made the same remarks. But because they fit society's standards on being beautiful or nice looking or, they have the right body, they're not torn into like this. They are not dogged out constantly. This has to do with the fact that she's a darker woman and because she's a heavyset woman, because she's not skinny. They feel she's fat. So who gives her the right to say the things that she said is how they're feeling. And that's bullshit. That is why I'm angry about the situation, because you're coming at me with your nonsense because you don't want to hear the truth. But I'm here to speak only the truth, and the truth will be spoken when it's coming from me. The only reason why you all are making such a big deal about what she said is because she is a heavy-set, dark-skinned black woman. And as a heavy-set, dark-skinned black woman that they may not consider as being beautiful or even pretty, I dare her say that. Now, if this had been someone that, like, I could say Gabrielle Union or Halle Berry or any other actress that they consider beautiful, that's a lighter brown, or even if she's dark, that she has a body that they like, then it would have been okay. They wouldn't be going at her, calling her all kinds of names like this. They just would not do it. And they need to stop it, because what they're doing is ridiculous. It's just they're discriminating against her because of her looks and because of the fact that they feel she shouldn't be allowed to say the things that she said, because she doesn't fit this damn basically society's standards on beauty. Okay, so therefore they're going to drag her, and they're going to keep dragging her, and that's sad. If you have a problem with what she said, then you need to go and write out your list. Okay, get you a piece of paper, pencil, pen, whatever. Write out your list and go down the line at every celebrity that has said something about a black man, including all the light-skinned black women, all the Caucasian women, all the Hispanic women, all the Asian women, all of the mixed and biracial women. You get you a little list, write it down, and you come at them the same way that you're coming at her. Okay? And you and I, everyone that's listening to this, know that that's not going to happen, because the only reason why it's happening to her is because of her looks. Had she been thin, light-skinned, and they considered beautiful, it would have been over with a long time ago. All she would have to do was say, "Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay, we forgive you." People make mistakes. But because she's not what society think is beautiful, then they're going to keep tearing into her. And that's sad. We live amongst a bunch of idiots in this world today. And I hate to call anyone any names, but I have to say, these people that's doing all this nonsense, they're idiots, okay? And I don't like that. Don't bring that drama to my page. Don't bring it to my social media accounts. Don't harass me because you're looking for me to tell your ass off. Because one thing about me, I am such a very nice person. I am. But don't push me to the point to you make me explode. Then I'm going to read your ass like a book, and you're not going to like it. Then you're going to start screaming foul. "Oh, I can't believe you talked to me like that." But you brought it upon yourself. Okay? Because a person can only be pushed so far until they break. They have a breaking point, just like her. I'm pretty sure at some point she's going to have a breaking point, because she's going to be so tired of what everyone's doing to her. But as I stated before, this is the reason why I made this video. I wanted to get everything out there. I wanted to talk about the trolls that's trolling my page, because of the fact that I won't get into the who's black and who's not. And because I won't allow anyone to say anything ignorant about a woman. I don't care how she looks. She's a woman. You're not coming on my page disrespecting another woman and think that I'm okay with it. Matter of fact, I'm not going to allow you to come on my page and disrespect anyone, woman, man, or other. Not on my account, you won't. Now, I will let you have your opinion, but when you start calling people out of their names like that and saying who's fat and nasty and who's a mammy and who's is stupid and who's not black, who's white, this and that, that's when I draw the line. Don't bring your shit to my social media account. Don't bring it to my channel. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Okay, so I would like to thank you all for putting up with my video today, because I know my voice sounds a mess. I am fighting a very bad cold because this weather in my home state, I tell you, 1 minute it's 66, 68, 69 degrees, and the next even 72, okay? And the next day it's down to 12 or 8, and it's really screwed everyone up. I mean, literally, it seems like everyone is sick. Okay, so I would like to thank you for listening to me, because it's been a struggle to do this segment here because my throat hurts so bad. And but I appreciate everyone that listens to this. I thank you, and I appreciate everyone that has listened to all of my videos. I really do thank you all for taking the time out to listen to my videos. So until next time, thank you for joining me, Dora Middleton, on Life as It Is, and take care.